Hi everybody, it's Andy. I wanted to make a quick video about something that I had mentioned in a comment on Kieran's. I wanted to show off some records that I think have super cheesy covers, but really cool music on them. So I'm going to just show 3 quick records. I'm sure I have others that fit this category, but these are ones that came to mind. So first is the one that I had mentioned on that video. This is Chico Freeman, The Pied Piper. So this is actually a really good record. It's got amazing people on it. It's got Chico Freeman, who I really love. It's got Cecil McBee on bass and Elvin Jones on drums. And then I don't know the other 2 guys, John Purcell, or the other 3 guys, Kenny Kirkland and Mark Thompson. Although I'm sure I've seen them before on things. So here, let me show you a little close-up. So why is this sort of a cheesy cover? Well, it's got this like kids crayon font for the title. Okay, so that's kind of cheesy. It's kind of maybe taking the Pied Piper thing a little bit too literally. And then you think, okay, well, but what's this little photo on here? What is that? That, my friends, is Chico Freeman literally as the Pied Piper with little children on a schoolyard coming after his horn playing, which is a little creepy and certainly cheesy. And my cat's trying to drink my beer right now, so I'm going to pull over here. And then finally, I have no idea who thought this would be. I don't know why you would ever do this. It has a gradient of teal to white. And he's wearing a white suit on there. I mean, I totally thought this was going to be like easy listening. I was not expecting it at all, but it's a standard Chico Freeman record. You know, it sounds like what you would think given the players on it. So totally get it if you see it, and I think the cover keeps it from being in demand. I think I paid $1 for it or something. So that was the one that I had mentioned on Kieran's. The next one I'm going to show is a Robert Gordon record. Or not Robert Gordon, sorry. Peter Gordon. Peter Gordon. This is Innocent CBS from the late 80s. So Peter Gordon is this guy that I really like. I showed the Love of Life Orchestra before, but that was his group as well. He's got a lot of cool stuff that, like, in this freaky disco mixed with jazz and funk vein. So it's like kind of fusion, and if you want to think of it that way. But I don't think jazz guys would like it at all, actually. So this is super cheesy. It's got this like computer graphics from, you know, this is like the first Photoshop or the first Adobe program probably used to make this, you know, or Quark Express or something. But it's actually a really great record. It's got a couple songs that I think are some of his best. It's got a song called The Day the Devil Comes to Get Ya. That's just got this like driving, funky beat to it with kind of like funk vocals. And then it's got this song called That Hat, which is like a disco song with Arthur Russell on it. I think Arthur Russell's on this all over the place, but he sings on That Hat. And so if you haven't listened to Arthur Russell, he's one of these like kind of underground, get out of there. He's just one of these underground stars that people really love. They've been reissuing a lot of his records recently, usually at really high prices with lots and lots of remixes. But Peter Gordon, still around, still kicking. I don't think he gets much attention, maybe because all this stuff looks kind of cheesy, but it's all really good. Oh, and just to show even more cheese on that that Peter Gordon, I keep calling him Robert Gordon. More cheese on that Peter Gordon. There he is right there. 1986, New York City, in the zebra stripe with, I don't know what kind of sax that is, and completely bald. He's got kind of thick eyebrows, though, so that's kind of an interesting look. The no hair, I could do that, and then the full eyebrow. I don't think I could do that. I don't think I could grow eyebrows like that. Okay, and so then the last one, like, both of those, I like to imagine that like, these were adult, like, you know, people who could tell what they were doing was a little tongue-in-cheek. The next one, I think these guys probably thought this was like flat out cool because they were kind of high schoolers or that age range when they made it. And this is what I'm listening to right now. This is a reissue of a band, a power pop band called Milk and Cookies. So this is their whole aesthetic. The kind of guys sitting around the gym checking out girls. So they use, again, one of these like childish fonts there. They've got, you know, whistling at the girl and the view through the legs. You know, it's trying to say this is like super sexualized, but then the music is somehow so, it's kind of sweet actually. I mean, it's not like Kiss or something where there are a lot of little double entendres or anything like that. And a lot of it's about girls ignoring them and things like that. So it's a bit interesting. And I really like power pop, and I like these guys a lot, actually. I'd get more of their stuff. I think this pretty much has everything they ever did. And there they all are, poking their heads out from behind a wall, which is also a classic thing to do, I guess. And so just to show, like, this has all kinds of artwork from these guys. So I won't go through all of it. But here are two of them. These are things from, I guess, from singles they issued. So there's that one again, the girl catching them staring. One guy's a little embarrassed. The others are kind of nonchalantly looking at her. And then, again, that one's like, yeah, I can see how they thought that was cool. And then there's this one. And I don't know what they were thinking here. This is them all on a bicycle together with a little doll. You see this little doll? I don't know. I have no idea what the art director that thought of this cover. And then this guy has some ice cream on his shirt. And again, this was pre-irony from what I can tell. I don't think, this isn't like Brooklyn hipsters today making that photo. I think this was like in the late 70s. So I don't know, maybe I wasn't around then. Maybe people had this sense of irony about these things like we do now. But that's why I like it, because I don't think they did. I think that was heartfelt. But hey, it's funny, and I wouldn't make fun of them for doing it, but it's a cool thing to have when you're going through your records and say, what is going on? Who was thinking of these things? And the music is good. This is playing right now. I think you can still find that record. I would definitely recommend picking up Milk and Cookies if you like power pop at all. Definitely pick up Peter Gordon if you like disco and funk jazz at all. And, you know, Chico Freeman. Everybody likes Chico Freeman on the VC. So I won't say much more about that. Okay. I enjoyed making this. I'm going to try to make some other series like this of themes. I'm going to do one of albums from bands that I've been fanatical about in terms of seeing live. Whenever I like a band a lot, I tend to go and see them as much as possible. So I'm going to show one album from a band that I saw 3 times in 2 days. And then I'm going to do at least a couple more theme ones. I like doing that a bit more than just showing records I found recently. So hopefully this will give me an opportunity to make more videos. All right, hope you guys continue watching. Have fun. Bye.